Hi lovelies, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time, you're very welcome. Invite your friends, tell someone to tell other people about my YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. First of all, I'm in school. I'm currently in the library. So we're going to be talking about some tips and tricks you need to know as an international student in Canada. Number one, as a student here in Canada, do not think you can do it by yourself. There are always resources available for you. So when you're in doubt, ask, reach. Okay, so the phrase is when you're in doubt, reach out. So let's say you have a project coming up, you have final reflection papers, research proposals. Ask your professor, go to the library, ask the writing center, and they're going to help you out with that, so you're never alone. So don't think you have to sit down and formulate a 1,500 words essay. You don't need to. So that's tip number one. Number two, the weather is always crazy, so you have to be prepared. Have an umbrella in your bag, a jacket in your bag. If you leave the house and you know it's fall season and you leave the house and the weather is looking hot, my dear, carry scarf and carry sweater, because the weather will change. It will change on you. You will be so surprised.
Carry a sweater in summer too, because everywhere has AC.
So yeah, even in summer you carry sweater because everywhere has ACs and everything. I carry umbrella. I don't really open it sometimes because it cramps my style. You see me, I have umbrella in my bag, it's raining and I'm running under the rain because I don't want my style to be, scattered. But today I use my umbrella and the wind nearly even carried the umbrella. So that's how crazy the weather can be. So always be prepared for whatever weather. It can always switch up on you like crazy. Tip number three, if you are an international student in Canada, you definitely want to get a part-time job, obviously, to support yourself here. And one tip about jobs is that if you get a job in school, if you get a job outside of school as an international student, you get to only work 20 hours, but if you get a job in school, you get to work as many hours as you want. So getting a job is in school, it could be a job, the school could be your employer, it could be any business on your campus ground. So if you find a job on the school campus, you get to make more money than us that are working outside of campus. Number four, I think that's where we are. Just help me and lower your expectations. So, because everything is not rosy. I can assure you everything is not rosy. I can assure you that week 6 in Canada is when depression starts to hit. Just mark my word, mark it in your calendar, just be prepared. And then you have to hustle. Sometimes you find yourself working jobs that you feel like you're overqualified for or you're too bougie for. But my dear, close your eyes and work the jobs, because those jobs you think that you're bigger than are the jobs that you can actually get very fast. Like you apply today, tomorrow they've offered you a position. So yeah, so that you should open up your mind and don't associate your self-worth to the job that you do here. Please keep your eye on the bigger picture, keep your eye on the things that you're going to be able to spend money on, and stuff like that. Then I would say that's what I was about to say. My very next thing, I was going to say networking is very important. You need to meet people because you need an active support system here. I have an amazing support system here, and they happen to be my course mates, and it's so nice. Like, it's amazing going through things with them, like by my side. So please don't squeeze your face when you see people. Don't try your best to be as open as you can. Be vigilant, because let me not go to my next point, but be open to people, because I have like my support systems here. So many opportunities that I would have missed if not for them. So many things that I would have kept bottled and probably would have killed me one day, but like I have people to open up to. And also they helped me with job opportunities. I think I mentioned that, and saving opportunities, discount opportunities, because I even helped one with job opportunities. So like, I don't know, God instrumentally uses us to help each other, and it's amazing. And it's when we need something, like, it just happens and God uses them. So try to network as much as you can, because you can't know everything by yourself. You will need somebody to ask, or you need somebody to inform you, or you might need somebody to carry you along. My next, as an international student in Canada, the culture is very different here. So you might try to keep your eyes open to understand their culture And once you understand the culture, act accordingly. I beg you in Jesus' name. Because in Nigeria, we are quite blunt. If somebody does not like you, you will know. Here, if somebody does not like you, you will never know. And you know, they say that the devil you know is better than the one that you do not know. So please learn and act accordingly. There are lovely people here that are always very, very friendly. They're always very nice. There's always room for improvement here. You have a lot of opportunities, but still be very, very vigilant, especially at work. If you go and mess up at work and you go and say I'm sorry and they say it's okay and you think that it's okay, is I'm not going to write you up, my dear, I'm sorry for you. So be very, very, vigilant. Their phrases, their colloquialism is a lot different from in Nigeria. So when they say, oh, it's okay, or it's all good, or it's perfect, or something, it's not literally, those are just phrases, I mean, they're just things some people say, but at the end of the day, there's a system that they follow. So always take things with a grain of salt. Like the way they speak is different from the way we speak. So maybe you try to understand them on their level because it's different. So yeah, be vigilant about that. Another tip is if you're on the train or on the bus and it happens that you have to stand because it's going to get very full and busy sometimes. You're not the only one that left your country to seek greener pastures. If you happen to stand, please spread your legs apart when you're standing. That's the only way to keep balance and hold on to something, because you will embarrass yourself. One day I fell into somebody's lap and the person was a guy. I literally fell head first into a guy's lap on the bus. I was so embarrassed. I was apologizing till I left. The guy was just like, it's okay. I said, God. So please, I beg you, spread your legs apart and hold on to something. It will save you. It will help you. And also be very frugal with your money. It's not everything you see you want to buy. Know when you can afford something and when you can't afford something, right? Actually, also in groceries, look for money saving tips. I'm even going to create a video on, how to save money in Canada, because I feel like I've tried my best to save and how to get a job and stuff like that, because I do have a job. This is actually my second job here and this is my 3rd month or so here in Canada. So yeah. So the next trick, my guys, please, my human beings, my lovely people, as international students in Canada, you'll be so tempted to try out new cuisines, new delicacies. You will see Jamaican food, you want to run there. You see Thai, you want to run. You see Chinese, you see Indian, you see a lot of different. I even tried Ethiopian food. Which day was it? So you see a lot of things that you want to try, but please, just know how you'll be spending your money on those things, because $15 spent once might not mean anything to you, but by the time you build a habit of spending that amount of money and thinking it doesn't mean anything to you, when you calculate how much you've spent eating outside, you'll be shaking your head. And the time you sit down to calculate the money you spent is usually the time that you don't have money. So try your best to know how to cook something, even if it's Indomie. You'll be practicing before you come, because Indomie is really cheap here, like 97 cents for one, and it's very filling. Because I know I have to cook at home. Maybe past few days when I don't feel like cooking, I've been eating Indomie like crazy. I enjoy myself every single time. And then there's always like stuff. There's always stuff you buy here. Fries, I buy fries. I buy things I can, because I know that I don't like spending time in the kitchen. And I know I don't like spending time in the kitchen, so I'm usually tempted to buy stuff. But then I said to Dara, you're spending too much money. Instead, buy things that are easy and quick to cook. So that's what I've been doing, buying easy and to cook. The next tip and trick is, please don't be quiet. Like when you have issues, don't be quiet. Always try to find out a solution. Don't die in silence. There's always somebody that knows, somebody that's been where you are currently. So don't suffer on the account of you don't know. Ignorance is a huge killer. So always seek out information, always seek out knowledge whenever you're confused and stuff. And speaking of knowledge, every single orientation your school has, I beg in the name of Jesus, attend every single one. You will need it. There. So because I have this friend now, she did not know where library is. Meanwhile, me and some people have been enjoying the resources that our library has provided for us. I'm currently in the library. This is a collaborative space. And these are the two support system friends that are hiding their face. So I might even show you, like, I can show you parts of my library. So yeah, that's just it. And Bikoni, my people, look outside. This is 4 p.m. It's very, very dark outside. 4 p.m. So what other tip and trick? And another good thing about Canada here is that nobody's looking at you. We're not counting the clothes you repeat. We're not looking at your clothes. If you dress for yourself and it helps boost your esteem, that's different. But if I would advise you, come with as little as possible. We have places to buy these clothes that you can buy them very cheap, very beautiful and amazing clothes. You can get them really, really cheap. So yes, please, yeah, well, nobody's really looking at you when you're dressing, so you can afford to pack light. Because I know a friend, she bought one box for clothes, the other box had her Nigerian ingredients. We do have Nigerian stores here though. She bought her Nigerian stuff, but me, I don't used to die on top of Nigerian food like egusi or or crayfish. You know, I mean, at home I was not even always eating it like that. When I cook it for my dad, so not for myself. So I'm okay with the food I say. So I didn't need it. I just carried one box literally, and I bought clothes when I got here, because at the end of the day, listen to this thing, most of the clothes you bring from Nigeria, when I initially came, I was wearing my shorts, I was wearing my skirts because the weather was allowing me. There are some clothes that you will not see the need for those clothes when you come here, so be cool. And the truth is, I had a lot of things back home, but I because of the flight that I booked, and in order to save money, I didn't want to carry a lot of things. So I brought 2 sneakers, 2 heels, 2 flat shoes, 2 pairs of jeans. I bought shorts and all. I just reduced it, and then when I got here, I shopped for like warmer clothes. You see these things, you see my sweater and stuff like that. My umbrella stuff, I got it here. My bag, I got it here, and stuff like that. Guys, this is not, I don't know where you guys are from, but this is not Nigeria where everybody's trying to save face. Or I know we're all rich where we're coming from in Nigeria, but when you come here and you see free stuff, which you see a lot of, where people are always doing giveaways for free without strings attached, please don't be ashamed to go and get free stuff. Whether it's winter coats, whether it's winter boots, anything, or any event that has maybe free food, my dear, go, because I even have this lecturer, I don't even know if I'm casting him, but he is a proponent of free stuff. He's like, everybody loves free stuff. Yeah, that's just how it is here. Everybody loves. Don't be too shy. Don't be shy and sit in your house and free student, or don't be shy and spend too much money on getting something you could have gotten for free. So embrace it. These things are here to help you. They're not here to define you. So you can do it. If I see somewhere that they are giving out free winter jackets, we'll collect. Okay guys, as I head out, my last tip and trick for you is, if you are using public transport system in Canada, plan to get to where you're going earlier than you need to get there. So let's say I have a class that starts by 4 and it takes me 1 hour to get here. So normally you would think that I should leave by 3. My dear, I would leave by 2, because the bus system, it can disappoint you, but it is still extremely reliable. It's better than the ones from where we're coming from. So it's still extremely reliable, but it can disappoint you. Some can be cancelled without letting you know. Some might come late. You might miss some buses because you didn't see them, or because you were pressing phone, or you might miss yourself. So always account for those things. Remember, it's always easy. Transport system is always easy once you have Google Map or the transit app. Guys, I need to go. Thank you for watching this YouTube video. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, tell a friend. Okay, bye guys. My last tip I would say is, please, if you miss, do not run to catch a bus when the weather is getting wet or snowy, because we literally had to run to catch a bus. And if anything had happened, none of us would have been held liable. Any one of us could have literally fallen. When nearly I literally slipped. And I had to walk majestically, and I told my friends to run and hold the bus for me, I beg. because it's very dangerous, and it's very dangerous, and It's not worth it. Just cook my wait for the next bus. Because once I even got on the bus, I used like 30 minutes to catch my breath. I'm still catching my breath up to this point.